Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You and me. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit.
Merry Christmas! Morning, guys. So in today's episode of This Georgia Clay, we're actually touring the full house and give you guys some perspective of other areas of the home that we decorated but necessarily didn't fit in with our vlogs for this Christmas season. So starting off in the foyer, we have it just decorated really simple. I have these birch trees here, again from Caraway that I received. This Christmas time was last year's, and so I decided to go ahead and put it on the bench. I went ahead and accented this area with just some garland that I got from some bell garland that I got from Kirkland's, so I thought that that just gave it a little bit more color in this area. And then I went ahead and accent the arch here with this beautiful garland that is also on my staircase as well as the front of my house. So I really think that that adds a nice little charm when you come into the house, especially at night when it welcomes our guests in. Coming this way over to our console here, this year it got a little bit of a glow up. So throughout this year, I went ahead and transformed this console. Typically, I didn't have a mirror on here before from past year. So we put the mirror on here. I kept it here all season long. So we just made sure that we changed up the mirror. So this time for Christmas, we went ahead and put the garland here. This is the Norfolk garland from Kirkland's. And so I just accented it with some other pieces as well. And then also my little outfit I got from Victoria's Secret. It's one of my Santa presents to myself. So yeah, if you guys like this, I'll go ahead and link it on my LTK page as well. I got it on a Black Friday sale, so it was only $35, but I think originally it's like $57, so not too bad. So yeah, so coming over here on my staircase, again, this is from Caraway, this beautiful garland here that's accented with poinsettias and then some little twigs and things like that, and it's also lighted as well. Each piece of the garland is 9 feet long, and I have 2 that encompass my staircase. So coming back over here, I did go really simple in our mudroom. So I just put some garland and intertwined it in the baskets that I typically have here. If you guys are familiar with previous in the vlog when I did a shop with me, or I showed you a haul that I had this Noel sign here, and I decided to put it in here. So it really brings out those green accents that I wanted. And then I just kept the same usual decor that's here and added this Merry Christmas pillow that usually is downstairs in our guest room, but this year I didn't decorate the guest room. So coming over here into our family room area and our beautiful Evangeline. If you guys haven't checked out my decorated my Christmas tree, make sure that you guys check our vlogs. We'll go ahead and link it down in the description so you can check out exactly how I decorated this tree and where I got these beautiful ornaments from. This year's theme was a Winter Wonderland, and I really think that we hit it on the head when it comes to that. Coming over to our built-in, thanks Matt turning on the light for me. So coming over to our built-in, I wanted a Christmas village. I've always wanted one. I see them in department stores all the time, and I think it's very magical. It's also kid-like, and so I wanted to have that in my house with my own children. But I do love the color white and black. That is my color scheme in my house, but this year I did add nods of green. So here I got all of these from Target, and I absolutely love them. They're like $10 each, but I have seen them go as low as I think $7.50 or even $5.50 when they were on sale, but I bought them full price. So coming over here, some of these items we typically keep on the built-in, like this stays here typically. This is last year when our house had its first snow. So I wanted to make sure that every home deserves its picture of its first snow, and I'm so glad that we were home to capture that. So I took a picture and it will always stay there. And then here are just some decorative items that I got as well. I love reindeers, so these ones are actually a nice forest green or emerald green, and then this one is black, and so is this one. No, this one's emerald green as well, but it's just really, really dark. So yeah, so those are the accents of pops of green, as well as just the trees and everything that are within the built-in as well. These usually stay on the built-in, and I just added some decorative, just some bulbs that I had left over from the tree, different sizes, and I just accent them inside of the wood glass frame. So I just thought it was really nice, or glass lantern. Coming over to our mantle. Again, this year was another project that Matt did for me. So he went ahead, usually this, or typically when we first bought the house, this was a cedar mantle. He just made a box for me and boxed it in, and we stained this a black. So it's called True Black, and it's really nice. So I like that. I think it matches with our color scheme in our house better. This picture I got from Target. It is a Studio McGee canvas, and again, having those nods of green, and then the candles as well are a green candle. I got this bells from McGee & Co. They finally came a couple weeks ago. I ordered them on a Halloween, but it took a while to get them. I still have their, I thought I took this off. I still have the tag on there, but yeah, they are McGee & Co. And so I thought they were just a nice little accent there. Then I have these twinkle lights here to add like a bulb. I see some people add with their garland, like the other bulbs from the tree within the garland, but I just decided to keep it simple and just do lights that had a bigger, or twinkle lights that had just a bigger accent to them. Coming over into my beautiful kitchen area. Again, this ladder stays here all the time, and it's the same colors. Again, white, black, and neutrals is my color scheme. I do have other colors in my house, but they're like in my kids' rooms, but not within our typical area. One thing as well I wanted to point out really quick, this typically is on our console, but this year I went ahead and moved it over since I was putting things on our console and put it on top of this beautiful cabinet that Matt and I did. This was our first IKEA DIY, and it came out gorgeous. Because again, the pops of color this year were green. I already had a green accents in here, so I really didn't change it up and make it like a Christmas cabinet that I've seen people do, but I think they're very beautiful. I think maybe next year I'll do that. So this is how it looks now. And then I had some Norfolk pine stems. I got those from Kirkland's as well, but I cannot find any. I found two that were inside a decorative tree that they had, and I pulled them out. But those are the only ones I could find all season long. So that's what we have. And I just make sure that I kept it just nice and simple and minimalistic. Moving over to our beautiful kitchen. That's finally clean. Matt and I have been cleaning this thing like 4 or 5 times because the kids come home and it gets dirty again. And we've been trying to film this vlog. So you get it how it is. And then when they come home at 2:30, it'll be messy again. So this year I went ahead and changed out our glass cabinets here and decorated them. These are items that I actually had from last year, because last year my theme on the console was, or my theme for Christmas was pops of red, but also it was like a buffalo print. But because the buffalo print is white and black and it goes with this year, I just went ahead and bought those pieces back up. So I did that here, and then again, these are all things that normally stay in here, like the books and stuff in this little basket, but I just went ahead and made it a little bit more festive and added those wreaths there as well. I wanted a wreath to go on here, but we just ran out of time, and I've spent so much this year. I was like, you know what, forget it, we'll just do it next year. And so moving on here, I was gonna put some garland on here, but again, running out of time, I was just, you know what, we'll keep it simple. So the bell garland is in here, actually in this tray, rather than being wrapped around here, just because the kids might mess with it or it might fall, and I just didn't want to have to deal with that. But I did put some bulbs here with some snow underneath it. And here, these are typically in our bathroom, but because, again, bringing that white theme out here, I decided that they would be best in here. So I moved some things around, and there's something different in our bathroom, in our primary bedroom. And then I tried to do one of those bows that I've seen on Instagram. I don't know how to make a bow. I've watched the video how many times. I'm not a great crafter. I can design spaces and make it beautiful and paint and all those things, and even use a nail gun. But when it comes to making a simple bow, I fell. So that's there. And then I got these beautiful little, they're like called diamond and bells, and they're just little stems, and I got them from Kirkland's, and they make just a pretty little sound. And I just thought that was a nice accent to go in there. And I do need to take the tags off, but I'll get around to it. Again, with Hobby Lobby was the same thing with the wreaths that are here on the glass cabinets. I bought them over here on the back of our stools, and so I just used a black velvet ribbon that I had left over and just tied them on there to keep it nice and simple and just make it just more festive, and it looks really pretty from the back though as well. So coming into our owner's suite, again, this is a beautiful project that we did in 2022, just making sure that we have a focal point before coming into our room. So we really wanted to make that kind of like a nice boutique hotel. So we did that here. And then the biggest transformation so far this year, I think, has been not only the basement, because the basement's awesome too, but in our bedroom. This started off as 4 blank walls, and it's absolutely gorgeous. We love coming home and coming into our bedroom and just relaxing at the end of the day. It's really been a godsend and a retreat for Matt and I. And moving over to our fireplace. So this was another project that Matt did. It's our very first fireplace. Since then we've built, or he's built, and I've assisted with I think 8 different fireplaces that we did. We just did one for my best friend at her house, and so it was like a miniature version of this with a mantle on top. So we did that for my girlfriend Tiffany. But yeah, so since then we've built 8 of them, and this is the very first one that I will always love and treasure because my husband did it for me, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So with the mantle, we kept it light, nice and light and bright, and so I decided to put some green against the black because I feel like it pops more. And then I just added some bulbs here, and I just, you know, they're not even tied to it. I just went ahead and set them in here. So, and of course, when you mess with something, it doesn't go back the way it was prior. Oh my gosh. Okay. And so I also put some twinkle lights that I got from Hobby Lobby in there as well, and they are set on a timer so they do come on and off. Here on our mirror, I just have some garland that I normally keep on here. I love eucalyptus. If you guys have watched my channel for a while, you know that your girl has eucalyptus everywhere. And I just put some lights that I had. I didn't have any twinkle lights. Again, I didn't want to go and buy some other items, so I'm just using what I had around the house. And so I just strung them over the side and then used a suction cup to attach the garland to the mirror, and it'll work out. Coming over here in our space, this is something that stays all the time as well. So usually we have this tray here. I just put some extra decorative bulbs here. My beautiful rose forever that I absolutely love. Those stay there all the time. And I added these snowmen that I had last year here. And I gave them a little little landing pad there. So yeah. So this is our beautiful room. Again, this was a project that we completed this year, and I absolutely love it. It's just a really nice place to come and relax at the end of the day. So coming downstairs, actually, before we go downstairs, I'm going to show you our kids' bedroom. So let's go over there. Before we go over to the kids' room, I wanted to point out some projects that we did this year. So another project that we completed this year was our staircase, and I wanted a nice focal point. So we have a shiplap staircase, and again, we partnered with wall planks. We absolutely love using them. They are a pill and stick shiplap, and they're real wood, so they are very good quality. These pictures here, we partnered with Decor, and they're actually the same picture. These two at the end are the same picture. I just went ahead and flipped one, so then that way I had a nice cohesiveness, but they're actually the same. I just flipped the direction of the eucalyptus. And then we changed out the lighting here. It normally was LED lighting, and we put in some chandelier lights, and we got those from Park Ponder. So that was a nice collaboration that we did this year as well. This photo here, or I got it from Kirkland's. I love that it says "We Are Family." It also keeps with the shiplap theme and adds some natural wood tones, which is like the same kind of color as the console as well. So just making sure that everything is nice and cohesive. And these pictures are the same pictures that I used to have in another photo album that was behind the tree in my family room, but it fell, and so I decided to give it more of a sturdy home and replacement, so it's here. All right, coming over into our kids space, kids zone, kids area that we typically don't come over here because it's always messy and it drives me crazy. So in order to stop yelling at them, I just don't even come over here. But I did tell them to clean their rooms before they went to school. So they actually listened, all except my son, but he was running really late anyway. So I went ahead and did that for him. But this is Leah's room, our youngest one. Her color scheme in her room was gray and a very, very soft pale pink. And so I went ahead and made sure that I did the same thing with her Christmas tree. This year, all of the kids wanted trees in their room. And so I made sure to make that happen for baby girl. So I love her tree. I think it's very magical, it's whimsical. It fits her age group. She's 10 years old. So I thought it was very glam, and it's really cute for a 10-year-old. So she loves her tree. All right, coming into our son's room. This was another big hit with you guys. You really loved how we transformed his space, especially this beautiful focal point wall here with this mahogany acoustic panels that are the same panels that are down in our basement, but just in a different color tone. So yeah, this was a big hit with you guys. So this is our son Jalen's room. He's 15 years old. Really goes with his style. He's very chill, laid back, and so we gave him a very adult room. He wanted a Christmas tree in his room as well. He didn't want to be left out from the girls. So This is a tree that I had previous from last year. It actually goes better in here because it's green. So it's more boyish, more of that wood tone, more rugged kind of look. So I went ahead and got some ornaments that encompass that as well. So I got some nice brown ones, some black ones that I had left over. And then I lightened it up with these ribbon here that were just black with some trees on them, and then just kind of made it work for him. And he really loves it. And he has the space for this big tree, so it worked out. So before I could take you into Lanaya's room, which is our oldest, this is a room that you guys have not seen. She actually was the first one to have her room done, but as she gets older, she wants to change things. So she's really, I mean, she'll be 17 in January, so she wants to change the room. I thought it would look nice, but also our design has evolved as well. And so she's seen other projects that we've done, and she's like, oh no, you gotta redo my room. So when we first started off, when we did the guest bedroom, she really loved board and batten treatment. So we went ahead and duplicated that in her room as well. But she wants something different. So we're gonna revamp this. Originally, I wanted to do a boho vibe in her room, but she had different plans for me. She wanted a different color scheme and different style than what I originally thought that what would be best for her. So now she's coming over onto mom's side, and so the white and gold color is no longer what she wants to do. So this is something that we will probably do another revamp next year, and I'll go into her room a little bit further. But she did want a tree in her room. She actually purchased her own tree. She loves Christmas just as much as her mama does. So she purchased this tree, a flocked tree, and she wanted to do it with red accents. So I had some red accents from last year because that was my color scheme last year, was white, black, and red. And so she took some of those items, and then we got some new ornaments as well. So my mother-in-law came over and helped with it, and it was me, Lanaya, my youngest Aaliyah, and my mother-in-law Lee came, and we did her tree for her. So this is Lanaya's room, her space. She's got some little accents here, and then this holiday cheer sign I got from Kirkland's last year. And again, red wasn't my theme this year, but it worked in her room, so I let her borrow it for now. All right, so we have one more space to show you guys. Let's go down in our basement. Welcome to the Williams Cinema. So this is another project that we did this year, which was one of our big projects. So we decided to make downstairs our media space, our chill spot, our flex zone area. So we built the fireplace, or should I say Matt. This whole project was Matt's project. He wanted to have a media space where we can come and enjoy, relax. He wanted to have this huge but amazing TV here. So it is a 85-inch Sony. I debated it at first, but it actually is the perfect size for this space. So great job. And then again, these are panels, which are the acoustic panels from wall planks, and they are in a, what color is this thing?
Harmony Oak.
Harmony Oak is the color. So I really love that, and it helps to brighten up the area, especially since the walls are so dark. Again, this color is Broadway. It is in a matte finish, and I absolutely love it. I put these here, which are just stocking hangers. They were originally supposed to go on my fireplace or mantle upstairs, but I went with a different kind of theme up there, so they went here. And then Matt added the little tree from last year there, so just to give it a little something. And then these stockings here, I got them on clearance from Kirkland's, and I figured eventually one day I'll bring back red as a color in our color scheme. But again, not every year. Well, for me, I'm gonna try to have every year be a different theme. And so it just didn't go this year, but it does work down here, especially against this black. It's absolutely beautiful. But another thing too with these stockings is they are actually stockings that have the personalized initial. And if you turn it the other way, no one knows. And you would have never known either unless I showed you. So that's a good little dupe that you guys can do. If you get a good deal, don't pass it up, just make it work. So that's how that's going there. So I got a lot of comments and questions regarding the fireplace. We're gonna go in depth into this project a little bit more next year when we do an actual series of the basement. It was just something that we wanted to finish for the end of the year and a Christmas present to us as a family. So we wanted to finish it out, but we will go over this. But this fireplace actually was sponsored by Touchstone. Touchstone products. So that's another fireplace that we have, and we have the same one or same type of fireplace upstairs in our bedroom, but this is a little bit different. It is paired with Alexa. It does some cool things, but again, we'll discuss that when we come back and do that series. We are on a hunt for a new couch here. If you guys watched one of our previous Christmas vlogs, I did explain that the couch will not stay, that we are looking for one, but we're very particular because we just want to make sure that in the event that one day, you know, we change things up in here, we don't want to get a couch that's too overwhelming or too large for the space. So we just need to find that perfect couch. So coming back here, we are not done with the back side of the basement. This wall will actually have a treatment on it, and we may build another fireplace. I am in the talks of working with another company to do a fireplace build over here. I thought it would be really cool because technically that fireplace over there, we don't turn it on as much because they're usually playing the video game or we're watching a movie or whatnot, and you know, no one's really paying attention to the fireplace. So I figured if we built a fireplace here on this wall, then it's more of a conversation area. So I can build a fireplace, make it all beautiful and nice for me and friends or whatever, and then I would have some seating here and it'd just be a conversation chill spot to just really enjoy the fireplace and appreciate it. So that one's more of an accent. This one would be more of a focal point. So I wanted to put a Christmas tree here because we are gonna have a Christmas party. It is on December 17th. Friends, family, neighbors are coming. So it's gonna be a white elephant exchange. So kind of like a, what is it? A secret Santa. And so all the presents will go underneath the tree and also gives a nice moment for people to take pictures and things like that. So we don't have to keep going back and forth upstairs. We can actually have the party here and entertain. My best friend Tiffany has some, she does wedding planning, so she has extra chairs and tables and things like that, so she let me borrow them, so that's why these chairs are here. This sign I had from last year, it goes very well down here. Again, that same, adding in some hints of green. These ribbons that are here on the tree are a nice forest green, and I just went ahead and tied them up and added a zip tie here just to keep the formation of the bows that I have, and then I just set them here just really nicely on the tree and just gives that pop of color there. So that's all. And I just put them there, and these were left over. I really didn't spend much on this tree because I had this tree from last year, which was upstairs. We decided to upgrade upstairs and got a 9-foot tree from Home Depot, and it sparkles and glitters, and I love all that. And then we kept this one from Hobby Lobby from last year, and I just bought it down here and just used leftover white and black ornaments that I had from Evangeline upstairs. Also, coming over here in the spirit of our Christmas party that we're having, we did partner with a company called NewAir. And I've had this for some time, but I just haven't been able to share it with you guys because I was just trying to find the right moment to share it with you guys. But this is a French door, 12 bottle and 39 cans. It is a wine beverage center. So I really love it because as you can see here, it does have the 2 French doors and it can fit a lot of drinks in here, okay? I do like to have a little nice sip when it's time at the end of the day, not during working hours, but when I'm finally off and I can have some time, I do like to enjoy with Matt. So we're gonna go ahead and set this up. And again, thank you so much, NewAir, for sending this over to us, but let's go ahead and unwrap it. So this particular unit is called the NewAir Shadow Series Wine Cooler Refrigerator. It can store 12 bottles and 39 cans. It has dual temperature zones, free standard mirrored wine fridge with double layer tempered glass door and compressor cooling for your reds, whites, sparkling wine, beers, and sodas. Another thing to point out as well is that you will have to install the handles, but it was fairly simple installation. Matt just went ahead and did it for us. But the shelves on the inside are adjustable, so if you do have cans that are a little bit larger or wine bottles, it will accommodate that as well. So now that Matt has it assembled, he just had to put the handles on here, and he set in the temperature for us. Let's go ahead and get some drinks in there. Of course, we know we need more than this, but we'll go ahead and start it off. I love the coloring inside. That blue is really pretty. Blue is one of my favorite colors. So I'll put the sodas over here. And then we'll put the alcohol over here. So this is the wine side, and then this is the side that the sodas would be on. So again, 12 bottles of wine or any type of beverage that you like, and then 39 cans of soda can go on that side as well. You can set the temperatures independent of each other, so I do like that as well. And I like the size of it too, and the size of the unit itself. So it doesn't take up too much space. And if we had our mini bar set up and built in, then of course this would be accompanying in that space. So I really love it. So again, if you're interested in your NewAir beverage center, please check the link in the description now. All right, guys, so thanks so much for tuning in this week. We have not forgotten about our 10,000 subscribers. Again, thank you guys so much for growing the channel. We absolutely love it. We love what we do. But we are finalizing the details on what we're going to do for the giveaway, and we will finalize that and announce it when we return in next year. But again, thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, share it with a friend, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. Bye, guys. The angels did say, was a certain poor shepherd in the fields as they lay. Covers nowhere. The angels did say, was a certain poor shepherd in the fields as they lay.